footprints in the sands of time. Leave something that meant something I left behind. When I leave this world, I'll leave no regrets. I'll leave something to remember so they won't forget. I was here. I lived. I loved. I was here. I did. I've done everything I wanted, and it was more than I thought it could be. I will leave my mark so everyone will know I was here. Time is so precious, so love now, love always.
Hey girlfriends, welcome back to, I guess you can say, another episode of Energy. And today we're going to be talking about seasons, girl. And when I say seasons, I mean the seasons of life, because whether you know it or believe it or not, you're always going to be in a season, okay? It's as long as you live in it, you're going to be in a season, okay? And I hate when people say good seasons and bad seasons. I personally don't believe there's any such thing as a bad season. Each season is there for a reason. So today we're going to be talking seasons of life, or knowing what season you're in. So when it comes to seasons, y'all, right now I am in probably the best season I've ever been in my entire life, okay? And when I tell y'all, I am really enjoying this season. Like, there's nothing that can come and just take my joy away, because I used to be one of those people who I'll be in a good season or a good place in life where there's nothing bad happening. Like, it's just nothing but joy, bliss, everything I pray for, God is giving it to me. And when things are going too good, I was the girl who's like, okay, I'm looking for the other shoe to drop. I'm looking for the bad to just come. It's like I couldn't even enjoy the moment or that season because I'm too busy waiting for, okay, when is this going to be taken away from me? Or when is this going to just be gone? Or when is the bad going to come? And I was in a therapy session and my therapist told me, Geranika, when you first came to therapy, you literally, everything that you're doing in life, the life that you have right now, it's literally a reflection of everything that you told me that you wanted out of life. And she said, you need to just enjoy it. Stop waiting for the other shoe to drop. Enjoy this moment. And when she said that, I feel like it truly unlocked something in me, because since that day, y'all, I have been living life to like the fullest. And when I say the fullest, I've been enjoying my season, my moment. It's not me trying to compare or compete. It is just me living in this bubble. And girl, when I tell y'all, I love it, okay? I love every moment, every second about it. And I even love the fact that my season is inspiring other people. But I wanted to talk about seasons because I feel like you guys, especially if you follow me on social media, you follow me here on YouTube, you guys get to see what they say, you get to see the glory, but you don't know the story. I personally feel like that, and that's why I think it's very important to have conversations like this, because I had seasons that I used to say, oh, this is a bad season in life. There's no such thing as a bad season in life. Now when I look back and I'm looking at the girl in her 20s who was just going through ups and downs, I'm like, why can't I have a good season like everybody else? Just comparing myself to other people. And the whole time I was in these seasons, bad seasons, when they were not just there for no reason. It was either a reflection of the way I was living life, the actions and decisions I was making, or they were there to teach me and grow me, but I didn't see it that way. I just was looking at it like, life is just horrible right now. And that's not the case. And I want you to understand, no matter what season you're in right now, because you're in one, whether you want to believe it or not, if you're in a good season, girl, enjoy it. Sit in it, soak in it, cry, live, laugh. Lately I've been crying, girl, but it's tears of joy, okay? So enjoy your good season. But if you're in a season where it's not so good, understand that that's there for a reason. I said all of this to say, when it comes to seasons, just embrace the season that you're in right now. I know it may be uncomfortable, it may not be the best season, or maybe you're in the best season. Embrace exactly where you are right now, because especially for the people who are trying to rush out of a season, I truly believe when you are in a season and you're trying to rush out of it, trust me, I know, okay? I truly believe that when you don't allow that season to do what it was meant to do, because God do not make us go through things just to make us go through them. He will make you start all over, and you're gonna have to be in that season a little more longer, and then okay, you still didn't let what was supposed to happen. You can be in the same season for years, all because you didn't want to surrender to the season and just let God, okay, whatever this season is here to teach me, okay, I'm ready to learn. When you're open to the season, I promise you it go through like that, versus when you like pushing against it and you're trying to rush out of it, or you're trying to manipulate the situation so you can have your outcome. Girl, you're gonna just be in the same season for years and years and years, and still trying to figure it out when nothing gonna work. Only thing that's gonna work is just embrace it and let it happen, okay? I truly believe the one disservice that we do to ourselves and our future selves is compare our journey to other people. Like, that's their journey. You get to see the highlight reels, and now you sitting over here thinking that your life is just horrible because maybe you don't have everything that you want, or you're not living out your dreams yet. But I promise you, soon as you start to surrender to life, I told my friend, I said, I am done living life, feel like I'm swimming up a current. I want to live a life of just flow. I don't want to swim up the current. I need to flow with the current. Anytime you feel like you are swimming up the current, I truly believe that's when you need to surrender. We have enough things on our plate as it is, so why would you add to the season that you're already in by comparing yourself or being like, oh, she has this, I don't have this. She get to do this, or she's there, why not me? No, right now is not your time to do that. Right now, this season is trying to prepare you for where you need to be, not where she is, okay? And another thing, when you're in a season, whether it's a good season or you're in an uncomfortable season, because y'all know I don't believe in bad seasons. We're going to call them uncomfortable seasons. If you're in a good season or an uncomfortable season, each season, no matter how your age, where you are, what you have, y'all, each season is going to require something from you. Now, when I say just let it happen, I'm not just saying just sit back and do nothing. Each season is going to require something from you. I truly believe when God he's going to do his part, but you have a part too. It's like, it's a collaboration. So you have to do your part and he'll do his part. Each season is going to require something from you. I've been in seasons where I had to pray for strength. Like, it took everything in me, okay? I'm talking about just everything. And I've been in seasons where all I had to do is rest, be still. And I had to do that, even though sometimes, girl, being still is hard, okay? It is hard. But each season is going to require something from you. Maybe since, I'm going to say, the pandemic. That's when I became very aware of the season I'm in. Because I remember, girl, something happened during the pandemic, okay? And I remember going on this little hiatus. I texted all my friends and I was just like, hey, I need a moment, so I'm not gonna be texting. I'm not on social media. Don't call me. I think I also changed my number. Nobody had access to me, okay? And I remember in that time, it was probably like 14 days of just not talking to nobody, like not watching TV. It was just me and God. And in that time, I remember being like, dang, even when I was in uncomfortable situations, things always worked out. And I was like, huh. It dawned on me that no matter what season I was in, at the end of the season, it was always a reason for that season, and things always just worked out, even when I didn't know how they would work out. So that, during the pandemic, when I went through that little hiatus, I remember that's when I became more aware of the seasons that I would be in. So now y'all probably hear me be like, okay, I'm in a season. And one thing about me, I want to know what season I'm in. I truly believe when you know what season you are in, it gives you comfort, okay? Because I know for the past, I'm going to say year and a half, 2 years, y'all, I was like, God, I'm still in the, he kept saying, I have you, I'm preparing you. Girl, for about 2 years, a year and a half to 2 years, he just had me in this season of preparation. And I didn't know what he was preparing me for. And I'm like, huh? Preparation? Y'all, it all unfolded. And I'm like literally, when I tell y'all my mouth is on the floor, like I am gasping for air. And I'm like, But I'm also like, Geranika, thank you so much for being obedient in the season of preparation, even when you didn't know what you was being prepared for. Because guess what, y'all? Did get frustrated. And then my prayer became, God, please don't let me get frustrated by my reality. Help me stay focused. I don't want to get distracted because I know you're doing something. Girl, so for about, like I said, 2 years, I'm just like, okay, he preparing me. I don't know what you're preparing me for because my reality, it all still looks the same. So I'm just here. And when he started to unfold it, he did it suddenly, okay? It was just like that. And everything just made sense. I'm like, oh my God. The person I was 2 years ago, she couldn't handle the blessing that I was praying for. So I had to be prepared for all of the things. It's just like, girl, when it starts to add up, I promise you, you're gonna be like, okay, the next season, I'm gonna do this with a gracious heart. I'm gonna do this with grace, because this last season, y'all, it really gave me confidence, not just in myself, but I feel like my faith grew and my confidence in knowing that, okay, God, you got this. Okay, when it ain't working out, once I give it to you, you got this. It's just like that season of me being really obedient and doing my part, it really just gave me confidence. So now it's like, okay, when I see a season coming, I'm like, okay, let me get prepared for this. That's why I say embrace where you are at, especially for my ladies. And if you are not a lady and you're watching this, for my people, if you are in a good season right now, or you in like the best place of your life, embrace it, enjoy it, celebrate it, because life has its ups and downs, okay? And the downs are gonna come. And it's, how sucky would it be if you look back and it's like, dang, I could have literally just enjoyed one of the best seasons and just had the time of my life. Because guess what, life is gonna do this. So when it's up, oh, I'm no longer looking for the bad to come. I'm enjoying it, okay? Because when we have uncomfortable seasons, I'm gonna have to put on my armor and prepare myself for this. And right now, we're not doing that. It's soft era over here right now, so let me enjoy this. So as I move through life and move through seasons, because like I said, seasons are constantly changing, ups and downs in the flow of life. One thing I learned, no matter what season I was in, when I come out of it, each season would always teach me four things would happen. It was either there to teach me something, to elevate me, to grow me, or to move me. Those four things would always happen. So now when seasons come, I'm always looking like, okay, so what you here to do? And I'm always just trying to allow that season to do what it needs to do. Because another thing I learned, or I started to realize, when each season would be ending, a new version of me would always emerge. It was either I was learning something about myself, or it was showing me something. It was just always growth. Something was always changing. And I think sometimes we hold on so tight to who we are or who we want to be, or this idea. But when you just let go and just let yourself flow and just blossom as, let's say, a flower, girl, it's just like, you'll be surprised. Like, I can't lie, some days I'm surprised at myself. Like, I had I'm not gonna say a bad day, because it wasn't a bad day. I had a day. We're gonna just call it a day. And the way I handled that, without even thinking about, okay, Geranika, how you want to do this? I didn't take it in a negative way. I kind of felt my emotions kind of like going everywhere, and I was like, okay, I was so aware of the moment and knowing how to take care of myself in that moment. And I was like, girl, Geranika 5 years ago would have been in shambles. She wouldn't know how to handle this. And I'm looking at the situation now as the person and the version of myself now, and I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. All I have to do is X, Y, and Z. I know how to do X, Y, and Z now because each season taught me how to do things, like take care of myself. Next thing I will say, in each season, whether you are in a good season or an uncomfortable season, I would definitely say have gratitude. Let gratitude be your attitude, and I promise you, it'll just change everything, okay? When you're grateful for things, you don't have time to be negative and complain, or you're not like, oh, poor me, and pitying yourself. When you are in a season where it's, like I said, good or uncomfortable, when gratitude should always be the attitude. It just changes your life, okay? One thing can come to try to just ruin your day. As soon as you start speaking gratitude and you're like, you know what? Thank you, God, that the sun is shining today. The wind is blowing. Today's a pretty day. Thank you that I had a car to get me to the store. I know this person cut me off, but you know what? Thank God that I did not get into an accident. When you have your attitude is gratitude, girl, I promise you, it just changes your perspective so much. And that takes time, but I promise you, that's something that I started doing last year in November. Last year in November, I remember waking up and I was like, I need to be a little more grateful because I've been a little negative. I've been complaining a lot, and I was also in a season of preparation, and I was just frustrated because at this point, I'm like, God, I don't want to be prepared no more. I'm sick and I'm tired. I need you to release me, okay? Release me to do the things that I am praying to do. And he was like, girl, no, you're not ready. So I just found myself being a little bitter and just negative. And I remember in my quiet time in the morning, I was like, I opened the window and the sun started to, something about the morning sun, y'all. The morning sun is just so beautiful to me. The morning sun and like sunset is just so beautiful. So I was opening my own window and the sun started coming in, and y'all, gratitude just started to fill my heart. And I remember getting so emotional. And after that, I was like, you need to wake up with gratitude. You need to stop complaining, because there's somebody who won't be able to experience this beautiful sunrise, or somebody right now, they're rushing. They can't sit down and just have a moment of silence to themselves. So it just made me be a little more grateful. So I would definitely say, no matter what season you're in, let gratitude be your attitude. The last thing I would say is, watch what you share, because I truly believe sometimes we share things when we're not supposed to, whether it's with our friends or social media or family or I don't know, whoever you share with. It's not a bad thing that you want to share, but I truly believe sometimes certain things in certain seasons, certain things is just for you and God. And when he's ready to release you to share, he will release you to share it. And I just learned this with me and him. We just went through a whole little situation, and he definitely told me, this is not for you to share with anybody. This is for me and you. And we went through our situation, and he released me to share it with people around me. And I was like, oh, now I see why you didn't want me to share it, because in that time my spirit was just all over the place, and I would have been easily influenced by the people around me and their opinions. So just watch what you share. Some things is just for you in this season, you and God. Everything is not for everybody, especially for the internet, girl. Just protect it, guard it, okay? And when he's ready for you to share it, you release it and you share it. Okay, girl, so that's all that I have for this video. We need to do it with me. Let's breathe. I feel like I just said a mouthful, okay? But I hope this video touches and reaches the person that it was for, girl, because I feel like a lot of us, okay? A lot of us are in seasons that it may be a tough season, girl, but this season is literally, sometimes the toughest seasons are literally there to prepare you for your breakthrough. So do not give up in this season. Hold on, keep pushing, and be obedient in your season, girl. Don't look to the left, don't look to the right. This is your season. Do not compare your season and your journey, your life, yourself to nobody, okay? Just imagine, like, this is the way I look at it now. Even when I'm in the most uncomfortable seasons, God knew I would be in this uncomfortable season. It's like, and who am I to be like, oh, this is a sucky story? That's so disrespectful, okay? The creator created my journey, and I'm gonna tell him, no, this not good enough. No, everything is here to help us, to, like I said, elevate us, grow us, move us. It's here for a reason, okay? He loves us. He's not going to hurt us. Hopefully this conversation helped you be a little more patient and a little more calm in your season, instead of trying to rush out of it. Just let what's supposed to happen, okay? And that's all I have for episode 2 of Energy. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this conversation. If you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, like, share this with a friend, okay? Share this with a friend who you know they're in a season and they need a little encouragement, or maybe they need to hear this. And also check on your strong friends today. Just give them a call, okay? Let them talk to you, because sometimes the strong friend, they're not gonna tell you that they're struggling. They're not gonna tell you, I need somebody to talk to. Sometimes you gotta like massage it out. So take some time to check on your strong friend today, whether you gotta pull up on them or you gotta just call them, FaceTime them, and let them, you know, get their stuff out. Because being a strong friend, listen, I'm in my season, I don't want to be the strong friend. Don't call on me to be the strong friend, because guess what? If you crying, I'm gonna cry too. I don't want to be the strong friend. I can't carry everybody's stuff. Right now, I'm only able to carry my own, okay? So check on your strong friend, because I'm sure they need you today, okay?